بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد
صلى الله عليه وسلم
وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله على نعمة الإسلام وكفى بها نعمة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Alhamdulillah, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and foremost. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has afforded us the opportunity to be part of a gathering such as this. Before we get into the importance of these kind of gatherings, it's important to note that this day is a very special day for Muslims. The 10th day of Muharram. Muharram means a sacred month. There are many months in the Islamic year which are sacred. Muharram is one of them. On the 10th of Muharram, we are encouraged by the Prophet ﷺ to fast. And we learn from the ahadith of Rasulullah ﷺ why he fasted the 10th. As it comes in the hadith, Rasulullah ﷺ would fast the 10th of Muharram in Makkah. When he then went to Medina, he found that the Jews were fasting it also. And so speaking to them, he asked them, why are they fasting? And they said they're fasting because this is the day Allah saved Musa alayhi salam from Fir'aun. You know the whole story? Fir'aun and his army is after Musa, trying to catch them, and then the whole event by the ocean. Ocean opened up into 12 different, basically columns of water, and Fir'aun and his army, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with his qudra and his power, drowned them all. Saved Musa. Musa is a brother Nabi of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and would later on, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would later on fast the same fast which Musa alayhi wa sallam did. What was that fast? Out of shukr for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah saved him, he fasted on a particular day. The day of, the 10th day of, or rather, Ashura. Right? Because Ashura in Arabic is 10th. So that's why Rasulullah is fasting. So the Prophet tells them that we are more closer, we are more befitting and worthy and deserving of fasting this day than you. Because we know why. The Jews and the Christians, though Allah gave them text, scriptures, books, they didn't follow those books as they should have. They still have it today. If you compare just on the face of it, a Muslim and a non-Muslim, which of them practices their religion more than the other? Just general Muslim and a general non-Muslim, Jew or Christian, whichever faith it is, you'll find that most of the time, if not all the time, you'll find that Muslim is more practicing of his religion than any other person practices theirs. So they may have a connection to Musa, but they don't have such a connection that they follow him. We have a connection to him, to Rasulullah, and we still follow his teaching up until today, even the Ashura that we are fasting for. So Rasulullah, he advises us to fast, and the reward for that is, as comes in one narration, the previous year's sins will be forgiven. But this has to be understood, it is the minor sins and not the major sins. But it's important to note why that is so a benefit for us, because every small sin, when you add another small sin, and another small sin, and another small sin, after a while, small sins add up. They're no longer small, they become huge and they become big and major sins. So continuous practice of minor sins will lead to a major sin. So if you have your minor sins for a year have accumulated and you don't wipe them out, they become major sins. So Rasulullah teaches us fasting this particular day will wipe that out. And it was the Prophet's hope, but he didn't live that long. It was his hope that if he lives till the next year, because he fasted the 10th, he didn't fast the 9th or the 11th thereafter, meaning tomorrow, the 11th. If he had enough time, he says in one hadith, if I live long enough, I will fast the 9th and the 10th. And here we get something very important. Why would you fast both? So the sunnah is you fast 9 and you fast 10. Or you fast 10, right? But if you fast only the 10th, not makruh, but not haram. But it's best to fast 9 and 10. So if you fast 9 and 10, then you fast 2 and 11. But why do you have to do that way? Because the Jews were already fasting the 10th. So the Prophet ﷺ tells in another hadith, tells the Sahaba of course, and then for us as well, that be different to the Jews. Don't just think like that. Be different and you fast the way the Prophet fasted. So everything we do should not be the way they do it. Our clothing can be the same like their clothing. The food sometimes, is halal, can be the same food. But the way they do things, their hopes, their aspirations, their personalities, their worship, their acts of worship, what they deem important should not be what we deem important. Rasulullah ﷺ, by just by the fact that he does things different to Jews, is showing us, don't be like them. You have your own identity as Muslims. We don't need to assume the identity of other people. We don't need to want to be like others. Because if we want to be like others, then we must realize on the day of Qiyamah there are two major groups. Group number 1, believers. Group number 2, the disbelievers. One of these groups goes to Jannah, one of these groups goes to Jahannam. In the camp that has the disbelievers, you find they are munafiqun there, they are hypocrites, right? We talk about those in the time of the Prophet and after, are hypocrites, and it's not for us to say so and so is hypocrite, this is an example. And then you find the actual disbeliever, one who disbelieves in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or chooses to disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he dies that way, right? So these two particular groups, the believers and the disbelievers, these two particular groups, the believers and the disbelievers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it such that only one goes to Jannah, one goes to Jahannam. If we want to be like those groups of people, or want to emulate anybody, on the day of Qiyamah, those whom you emulated, you will be resurrected with them. So we don't want to be resurrected in the camp and the group of the disbelievers. We want to be resurrected with the believers. Imagine on the day of Qiyamah you find yourself, now from the protect us all, you find yourself in the wrong camp. On that day, can you escape your camp? You run to another camp? You can't. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to live as believers. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us leave this world as believers, and then we are resurrected as believers. Ameen. So that's basically, in a nutshell, Ashura. There are other things with regards to Ashura, but time doesn't allow us to get into that. Inshallah, maybe as Jumu'ah. Allah knows best. But something I feel is very, very important that we need to touch on. So that was necessary. It's relevant. We need to know about Ashura. The other thing that's important is these gatherings. So how important are these gatherings together? So most of the time it's seen as events. So we make our dhikr, mashallah, and there will be of course food served, and then it's over, right? But in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the things being done here has value. Lots of value. What are being done in these gatherings? Dhikrullah. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. It just seems like people gathering. But what does the Rasulullah tell us about these gatherings? He says that no people gathers together remembering Allah. And that's why we're here. So, inshallah, I believe that no one came here with ulterior motives. Everybody came here for the love of the dhikr, for the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to remember Allah. So now people gather together, remembering Allah, except something happens. And these things, this is one small hadith, but it's so amazing. Except that the following happens. حَفَّتْهُمُ الْمَلَائِكَةِ. The angels surround them. And so you need to understand, there is something very quick before I go any further. There are certain angels, their only duty is to look for places, search for places in the dunya wherever somebody is remembering Allah or sending salutation to Rasulullah. That's their only function. That's all they do. So certain angels, they just scanning the dunya, there is a place, right? There they're making it, go for it. And then they go, what do they do? They circle around. Circle up to the sama of the heavens. And they speak to Allah. Ya Allah, these people, they are just making. And Allah already knows what's happening. And Allah questions them. Some of the answers I've heard this before, but just to summarize very, very quickly, is that Allah wants to ask them, so what are they doing? And they say, they are remembering you, they are magnifying you. And Allah asks them, have they seen me? And they say, no. Wallahi, they say, we swear by Allah, they never seen you. I say, okay, if they had to see me, and then what would be their reaction? And then the angels say, they would praise you even more. They would glorify you even more. And Allah asks them about, what are they asking? He said, they are asking you for Jannah. They are asking you for paradise. Now Allah asks, did they see paradise? And then the reply of the angels is, we swear by Allah, they have never seen paradise. And I'll say, if they've seen paradise, what would be their reaction? And then the angels say, their reaction is, they would learn more from paradise, make much more effort towards it. And then the angels go further. Actually, Allah asks further. So what are they asking? What are they seeking refuge and protection of? The angels say, they are seeking your protection from the fire, hellfire. Only two places on there they have to go to, Jannah or Jahannam. And the angels, after saying that, Allah asked, did they see the fire? They no. We swear by Allah, we swear they have never seen the fire. Allah asked, if they've seen the fire, if they had to see the fire, what would be their action? And then the angels replied, they would be more, they would make much more effort to flee from the fire and to abstain from the fire. And it goes like that on and on and on and on until the end, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to them, I make you all witness, all your angels, and Allah's angels are not 1 or 2, right? It's not 10 or 100 or 1,000. It's a number that you can't put numbers to. Can you imagine that? You can't put a number to it. It's 1,000,000. You can't. There's so many of Allah's malaika. The whole sama, and we only know about the first one, what about the second sama, the third sama, the fourth sama, and right up to wherever it goes. All of that is just malaika, and they're just making ibadah for Allah. We can't comprehend that. Like we can't comprehend here right now the malaika that was in our gathering with us making dhikr. Why is it you sit in the masjid and you just feel contented? You just feel calm. Because there are malaika in here. They are pure, we are not pure, so you feel a little bit much more cleaner than you were before. Because you're getting clean. Allah makes them a witness that Allah has forgiven them. The hadith goes further, the first one we mentioned. Now people gather together remembering Allah remembering Allah the Exalted, except the angels surround them. That's number one. وَغَشِيَتْهُمُ الرَّحْمَةِ. Second one. And then Allah's special mercy surrounds them. So here, very important. Allah's mercy being with us even for 5 minutes. That means there's something you're going to walk away with here today, which Allah has gifted you. It could be rahmah and mercy in terms of your sustenance. It's going to be widened. It could be rahmah and mercy in terms of ease from difficulties that you experience. It could be rahmah in terms of your personal situation. You want to achieve something. That could be the rahmah. But just the fact that for that particular moment, you're making dhikr, remembering Allah, Allah is giving you rahmah. That is something that's going to remain with you from the time you leave here up until Allah knows. So rahmah is enveloping them. The hadith goes further. وَغَشِيَتْهُمُ sakina, and then a special tranquility, contentment descends from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unto them. Now all of these things actually happen to people that are very, very pious and awliya. We wouldn't class ourselves in that category. We're just normal people, normal Muslims. And then the Shaykh on the top. وَذَكَرَهُمُ اللَّهُ فِي مَنْ عِنْدَهُ. Now there was everything else, but there was not this last piece. There was like something is missing. So Allah says, and the Prophet says, and the last thing that these people get that gather together, all they're doing is remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The last thing that they get is Allah makes mention of them. And Allah, in another narration, it's explained, Allah boasts about them. Allah makes mention of them with those who's with Him. Who's with Allah? Malaika. So that millions and thousands, and then number that we can't put a number to of how many they are. Allah boasts them. See these people. These people here, you said they're going to cause mischief, and they're going to cause trouble, and they're going to cause difficulty in the dunya. See now what they're doing. So we're not like a malaika, all the time in obedience. Sometimes we're obedient, sometimes we're disobedient. Right? But yet Allah boasts about us. Because of what we are doing. I don't know, 5 minutes left? Oh, 6 minutes. Okay. So that's one hadith. Now, when we make the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in its various forms, there's so many different ways to make the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In our gathering, we make dhikr of Allah, we make salawat on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we read ayahs of the Quran, we read some recitation of the Quran as well. And all these things, there is reward for it. Now, we have done it today on the 10th of Muharram. And 10th of Muharram forms part of the 10 days in which every action is multiplied, doubled, tripled. So whatever reward there is for whatever we have done, it's not one reward we're getting so much more from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what are the benefits of actually making the dhikrullah? What are the benefits? Have you ever sat for a moment and thought, what is the benefit if I make dhikr? Okay, I'm going to feel better. Okay, I'm going to feel spiritually uplifted. Okay, my sins are going to be forgiven. Maybe that's how far we can go. There's actually more than 100 benefits of just making dhikr in general. That's just to give approximate numbers, so more or less average number of the benefits. When you do make dhikr, that's what you get. So in other words, the number is actually much more higher than just 100. It could be 200, it could be 300, it could be more, subhanAllah. Right? But the greatest form of dhikr? Quran. Recitation of Quran. There's nothing higher than that. That is the highest. Everything else is in between, but the Quran is the highest. And we do that. Put the Quran up on high. Say, understand. So let me share, inshallah, the first verse. I brought this verse to just give you a small taste and illustrations of what are the benefits of making dhikrullah. So whether making dhikr in the masjid, making dhikr at home, to keep this in mind, inshallah. And some of these things that we actually want to achieve, we want to gain, we want to strive to get, and maybe we didn't know how, and maybe we didn't know through dhikr we actually get it. Right? Inshallah. So the most obvious one should be obvious, inshallah, of the benefits of dhikr. Number one, and I don't think we're going to get to 100, but inshallah, we see how far we get, is Yurdir Rahman, making dhikrullah, remembering Allah, causes Allah to become happy with you. The most merciful one becomes happy with you. Then Allah becomes happy. Allah don't become happy and then becomes angry. You gain Allah's pleasure. At least when you make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will respond. That's number one. Allah becomes happy with you. Right? So because I never make dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, are we going to say Allah becomes upset with him? Perhaps? Or not? وَيَطْرُدُ الشَّيْطَانِ. It wards off it casts away shaitan. We all are born with our own shaitan. That's what our people is Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah and our belief system. We're all born with one plain diagnosis, like you can say. Right? And his job is, everybody got it. The young have it, the adults have it, the older, senior, brothers here, we all have one. And their job is only to convince you to do something else. Right? And like my life also, they will also encourage you. So that one that wants to instill in you the idea to do something which you shouldn't do. When you make dhikrullah, he takes a backseat. He actually flees. Right? Next one. This one is a very important one because nowadays even children go through this. When you see hamd, making dhikrullah removes anxiety, stress, worry. It takes that away. Whoever came here with a worry and a concern for anything, something was bothering his mind. While we were making the dhikr, were you thinking of that? No, it was gone, right? So as if there was no worry in the world, it was marking dhikr, isn't it? Because it actually removes that. We have to understand that the dhikr is not something spiritually only. It's something that benefits physically as well. They have found that people who make the dhikrullah, their bodies are healthy. Yeah. People who make a lot of salawat, they are happier people. So what are they doing? They're not using any medication. Not that we don't have to use medication. We have to sometimes. But there is an effect in these things that we do. وَيَجْرِبُ السُّرُورِ It grows and brings about happiness in the person. Some people are very, very unhappy. Not because things happen in their life, or whatever the case may be, but they're not happy. They struggle. And they live every day lamenting, blaming this, blaming that. Dhikrullah can change that for you in general. وَيُقَوِّ الْقَلْبَ وَالْبَدَنِ It strengthens your physical heart and your spiritual heart and your body. Our bodies are made up of water. Our bodies are made up of water. If we don't have water, the bodies become weak. So think of a tree that needs water. If we don't give it water, what happens to the tree? It doesn't have its leaves, doesn't have its flowers, doesn't have its fruits. It looks very, very thin. We say in Afrikaans, there's just stuckness. Right? So for us, spiritually, we also need to feed ourselves. And dhikrullah, for remembering Allah and these various adhkar, are means of feeding us. If we don't feed ourselves, what's going to happen? We're going to be like a fish out of water. Can a fish survive out of water? Can't survive out of water. It needs to be in water. So we, without any dhikr, we are basically like defeated. We are, it's like our strength is gone. One particular scholar was sitting one morning after Fajr Salah and he was making his dhikr. And he made his dhikr till about, say, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So somebody came to him and said, Sheikh, why are you sitting for so long? Fajr is finished. It was 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock example. So he said to the student of his that this is my morning meal. Meaning spiritually, my spiritual morning meal. He said, if I don't have this, I die. And so he gave him the example of the fish. The fish in the water. If you take a fish out of the water, it won't survive. So me, if I don't do this, spiritually, I won't be able to make it throughout the day. I don't know. So all of us have different ways how we do it. Some have Quran, some have dhikr. But we need dhikr in our lives. So we're coming to an end. وَيُنَوِّرُ الْقَلْبَ وَالْوَجْهِ It puts a light, nur, in the heart and on the face. I mean, you see that some people, I didn't do it in this, mashallah. Hopefully it's not because of the reviews of all that they do. وَيَجْلِبُ الرِّزْقِ They're always asking new ways. What can we do in order to make a bit more money? Or to extend our bank account? Or to put some barakah in our money. And some of us believe that there is no barakah. Barakah used to exist in a certain time, and that time no longer exists. so therefore, no more barakah. Don't try any new avenues and ways, you're not going to make more money. But that's incorrect. Barakah doesn't come from a certain time. Barakah doesn't come from a certain person. Barakah comes from the one who gives barakah, Allah. And so all Allah wants is, do you have the qualities that are there, and then I give you barakah? Have the qualities, and I will give you barakah. Right? For example, you want more money? Give more money. I'm not asking anybody for money. It's an example. Right? The Prophet tells us, Anfiq, unfiq, alayk. Spend. When you spend on other people, spend on the family, spend on people close to you, spend, give stuff or what you have, give to others, spend, and then Allah will, and then you'll be spent upon. Spend and you'll be spent upon. The Japanese today and the non-Muslims today, they have this idea that they have figured out how to make more money. Just an example. So they say, how do you make more money? You have to spend on other people. If you give of your own money to others, you will see somehow, they call it the universe, will give you back what you gave. So they're figuring this out today. Rasulullah told us, what, 49 years ago, Anfiq, spend on others, unfiq alayk, you'll be spent upon. In other words, give of your energy to somebody else, help them, assist them. Somebody will come and give that same thing to you. Help and assist somebody financially, help and assist somebody in terms of consoling them, they're going through a difficult time, you give them emotional support. Somebody will give you that when you need it. So such a thing, Rasulullah tells us in the hadith that if you as a young man shows respect to an elderly person, there will be such a person for you when you are old. Allah will make sure of that. We're ending off, inshallah. So it draws, it draws sustenance. Dhikrullah draws what sustenance. In other words, the means for the risk to come in a difficult way for you will be removed. And inshallah we'll do this as the last one. وَحَيَاةَ الْقَلْبِ وَذَكْرَ اللَّهِ لِلْعَبْدِ. Making dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revives a dead heart, and it is the lifeblood of your heart and your spiritual heart. Then the last one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will then make mention of such an individual, as you mentioned earlier with the angel, and Allah will remember that slave that makes dhikr of him. Allah already remembers the slave that disobeys him, even though the slave has forgotten about Allah. Allah never forgets about the slave, but Allah will remember the one that made dhikr of him. وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. With these few words of advice, may Allah grant us khair and barakat. May Allah increase us in halal sustenance. Allah increase us in these type of gatherings, that they grow in our community with iman and taqwa of our people. And we end off with dua, inshallah. وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم افتح لنا من خير واختم لنا من خير واجعل عواقب امورنا بالخير وإليك الخير والعافيه انك على كل شيء قدير. يا نعم المولى ويا نعم النصير غفرانك ربنا واليك المصير. وصلى الله على البشير النذير سيدنا محمد وعلى اله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا رب ارحمهم كما ربونا صغارا. اللهم اجرنا من النار، اللهم اجرنا من النار، اللهم اجرنا من النار، اللهم اجرنا من النار، اللهم اجرنا من عذاب القبر ومن النار. اللهم انا نسالك رضاك والجنه ونعوذ بك من سخطك والنار. اللهم انا نسالك رضاك والجنه ونعوذ بك من سخطك والنار. اللهم انا نسالك رضاك والجنه ونعوذ بك من سخطك والنار. وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا